You ready?
Yeah.
We're good.
Go.
We're good.
Hi, I'm Abby Moyer from the Raven Report, and we're here with Mr. Betze, our new superintendent.
Hi.
Hi.
Here we go.
All right, so we're gonna walk around the school and ask him some questions. So, Mr. Betze.
Yes.
Hold on, let me pull up my questions.
Okay.
Okay, so what was it like starting a new position at a new school during a pandemic?
Well, it's been very interesting, right? When I took the job, didn't realize that I would be starting in a pandemic. But people like Miss Avery, Mr. Curtis over there, Mr. Wire, that everyone's been very, very helpful and supportive of everything. We really worked as a team to get the schools back open. So it's made it much easier. But you know, it's been frustrating that I can't be around kids because I like to be around kids, and it was nice that we started sports too, getting the opportunity to meet some of the kids and see the coaches and stuff. So it's been frustrating, but it's also been really great because Robbinsville is such a great place to be.
And you first came into the school in what month?
I started July, so it's been 4 months.
So that's like quick. It came quickly, right? It
Yes.
all happened very fast.
All happened very fast. All happened very fast.
All right, so my next question is,
Okay.
what did you do before you came to Robbinsville?
I was a superintendent in a district called Jamesburg. It's
Okay.
about 20 minutes from here. And I was there for 6 years as superintendent.
Did you teach at all?
I was a teacher. Yeah, I was a high school art teacher. I taught photography, ceramics, general design. Then I taught middle school art. I coached soccer on the high school level and middle school level. And then I became a principal down at Cherry Hill, and then superintendent.
So you've done it all.
I haven't done it all, but
Well, it certainly sounds like you've done it all. I mean, you got the art aspect down, you've got the sports, you were a teacher, and now you're up here.
there are some days I would like to go back and teach art.
Well,
You know?
everyone always likes to start back at their roots at some point.
I think you're right. It's a
We
great.
all always
That's
wish
a
we
great
could go
insight.
back. All right, so my next question for you is, this may seem silly, but what does the superintendent do?
What do I
Because
do?
Everybody knows you're a superintendent,
Right.
but we don't really know what you do, why you're here, what your purpose is for everything.
My purpose. To put it, I guess the easiest way, I'm kind of the boss of the principals, right? I sit on the Board of Education. I'm a non-voting member of the board. That's, you have the parents that are
So
Board of Education.
you sit in to observe?
No, I direct them. I put the agenda together and set the course of action
Okay.
of things that need to get done in the district.
Okay.
Approve the budget, right? Pays for the lights and the cleaning of the floor and the coaches and the salaries for the teachers. You know, put that together every year with the business administrator, with the Board of Education. So it's kind of like part of a board of directors of a company. Like we make the bigger decisions, where the principals make the daily decisions for where kids go with their schedule and kind of thing. So my position is more broader than that.
Wow. Yeah, because I feel like I've always known we have a superintendent, but I didn't really know what they do. I just know they're at the high school. That's where their office is.
Right. And then I'm in charge
Yeah.
of all the other 2 schools. So all 3 schools fall under my responsibility.
And I think so many of us here at the high school think the superintendent's here, and we don't always realize that you do so much for every school. Like all 3 of the schools that we have in Robbinsville, so the elementary school, the middle school, and the high school,
Yep.
you run all of that, not just the high school
Right,
here. You
right,
do
right,
all of that.
right.
All right, so my next question is, what made you know that this is what you wanted to do? That first you wanted to teach, and then you were ready to move up to become a superintendent?
Yeah, it's another really good question. I became a principal of a really large school in Cherry Hill. About 1,500 students. It's almost a little bit bigger than this school. And it was kind of just like a progression of what's next. I was a principal for a total of 7 years, and it was just, okay, now what's next? And I think regardless of what you do in life, right, you should always keep moving and you should keep improving upon whatever it is, right? I'm a painter. I like to paint. So I think you should always
Find
improve.
a way to be better.
Right, regardless of what it is. If it's you're a reporter, right? Always be better at that. So I think it was just kind of the next progression in that, in my career.
Interesting. And how did you know you wanted to be a teacher out of all things,
Yeah.
especially being a painter?
I always wanted to be a teacher. All my friends in high school, what do you want to be when you grow up, right? I don't know. I knew I always wanted to be a teacher because I had amazing teachers when I was in elementary school, junior high school, not middle school, and high school. I had just great teachers, and they really influenced me in a real positive way, and it just felt it was like the right thing to do. And I always knew I wanted to be a teacher, and exactly what I went to school for, and that's what I achieved.
Interesting. Okay, so this is the last of our big questions.
Okay.
What is your favorite thing about what you do? About being a teacher, being a principal, being a superintendent, working around kids, and making an impact on them?
Yeah, it's being around kids. That's probably been the most frustrating thing, I think, for all of us as educators. The kids, I mean, you're back, but you're not back, right? You're not all here. But that's the best part of it, just being around students and children. That motivates me. That gets me out of bed in the morning, thinking that I have the chance to affect the lives of children like I was affected by my teachers. So it's kind of like a pay it forward kind of thing. And I miss a lot of kids around.
It's really cute. And I hope that you do get to know us all as a school and as individuals, because I personally think that we're all very great, and I can't wait for everyone else to get to know you also. All right, so now we have a few small questions, the easy ones, the regular get to know you.
Okay.
So the first one's, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is it's aqua.
Ooh, that's one
Yes.
you don't hear very often.
Yes.
You hear teal, you hear like mint.
Oh,
but you don't hear-
teal and aqua,
Yeah.
same kind of thing.
All right, so who is your favorite author?
My favorite author is Stephen King. I at one point had every Stephen King book,
Wow.
right? But then it just was a lot, right? So trying to simplify my life, I still kept some of the books that I really like. The first one I read was Carrie,
Okay.
and my favorite Stephen King book is Salem's Lot. That book terrified me. And when I was your age, I wasn't a very good reader because I didn't like to read.
Yeah.
But a teacher, when I was a senior, gave me a Stephen King book, and he said, "This is a great book. It'll scare you. Like, it's a book, right?" And it scared me when I read it. I'm like, "Oh my God!" So I started devouring reading. I became such a big advocate for reading because of, again, a teacher.
So is horror your favorite genre of reading, or just like Stephen King specifically is what got you into it?
Horror and science fiction.
Yeah.
I like.
Okay. So next question is, what is your favorite place you traveled to? So it could be in the U.S., outside of a specific state, city, or even just like your grandmother's porch.
All time, I've traveled a lot to Mexico.
Okay.
But my all-time favorite spot, and someplace that was on my bucket list, the pyramids in
Okay.
Cairo.
Wow.
I did that about 5 years ago, and that was a special trip. And during that trip, it was a big trip we took for my daughter's bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah. We also went to Liverpool,
Oh.
and I'm a huge Beatles fan.
Oh my
So we
God.
spent a day touring all the Beatles stuff, right? We went to John Lennon's house and his bedroom, and where John and Paul met. That was a great place. So Liverpool and the pyramids in Cairo.
Oh my God. Well, it certainly seems like you're very well traveled. Because Liverpool is one of the big places that I want to go as a music fan. So
Yeah.
that sounds like an amazing trip. Both of them do. Okay, so the next one is, what is the last show you binge watched or watched a lot of at one time?
Oh, that's an interesting question. I've been watching the Haunting of Hill House
Okay.
on Netflix,
I've
which I
heard a
really
lot about
liked.
that one.
It was really good. I've been watching the second one now. Not as good.
Yeah. Kind of feeds into that Stephen King.
It does. It feeds into directly to Stephen
Yeah.
King. You know, so I like that very much.
Okay, last question. What is your favorite movie genre?
My favorite movie genre. That's you know, I like horror movies, right? I like really bad horror movies. They're fun to watch. Any Halloween movie, I'll watch with Michael Myers in it, right? But I really like gangster movies, like The Godfather, of course, everyone's favorite movie. So I like those kinds of movies too.
Interesting.
How about you? What's your favorite type of movie?
My favorite type of movie? Well, I really like sports
Good afternoon,
movies.
teachers. If you have any IDs, lanyards, or handbooks, please bring them to the main office. Thank you.
I really like sports movies. My dad and my sister are like, well, my dad specifically is like a big sports fan. Like he'll watch almost any sport.
Right.
So like, you know, The Sandlot,
Oh, I love The Sandlot.
Hoosiers, like all of those.
Hoosiers is great.
My sister made me watch what's it called? Space Jam. So like anything that has like something related to that, or anything that has singing in it. So like I love Almost Famous, Mamma Mia, like Pitch Perfect. So like anything with a song in it, like people singing or a sport.
Awesome.
So-
It's awesome. Well, thank you. It was really
Thank you
nice
for
getting to know
asking.
you today.
Yeah, it was really nice getting to know you too.
Great job.